Miriam Cates, who's a former biology teacher, brought up the compulsory relationship and sex education curriculum at a Westminster Hall debate. Let's have a listen to her concerns.
An All About Me programme developed by Warwickshire County Council's Respect Yourself team introduces 6- and 7-year-olds to rules about touching yourself. I recently spoke to a mother in my constituency who was distraught that her 6-year-old had been taught about masturbation in school.
Yeah, I mean, you might just want to be aware if you've got children around, but I do have to be clear, the stuff that she's talking about is being taught to children. Let's have a listen to another one.
I spoke to a mother who told me how her 11-year-old son had been shown a PowerPoint in a lesson on sexuality, setting out characteristics and behaviours and asking children to read through the lists and decide if they were straight, gay or bisexual. Prepubescent 11-year-olds...
I mean, come on. One more for the road, why not?
The Proud Trust has produced a dice game encouraging children to discuss explicit sexual acts based on the roll of a dice. The 6 sides of the dice name different body parts, such as anus, vulva, penis, mouth and objects. 2 dice are thrown, and children must name a pleasurable sexual act that can take place between those 2 body parts.
I mean, to me, that sounds like a Ann Summers party or something like that. It does not sound like a classroom learning environment. I am a mum to a little boy, and I absolutely would not be comfortable with him hearing some of those things in an environment where predominantly he's there to learn how to read and write and do maths and whatever else it is these days, learn all about his white privilege probably. But anyway, I wouldn't be comfortable with my child hearing some of this, and I think it's all going a bit far. Ben Habib, where do you stand on it?
Well, I think it's gone far too far. I mean, some of the stuff that Miriam was quoting is conversation and words that you wouldn't dare to have with adults. I know you excused yourself, during the introduction over the word masturbation, and I feel pretty awful using that word on television.
Yeah.
And I'm a 57-year-old man, so why are they teaching children at the age of 6 or 7 about masturbation? It's completely wrong. The only biological...
You do say it with quite a posh accent, though. I've got to say it makes me laugh, but I digress. Go on.
I mean, I remember doing biology O-level before GCSEs existed, and finding the whole thing about a uterus and fallopian tubes all very, titillating and adventurous. And all we learnt then was this is how you conceive, and that was sort of mind-blowing enough. And actually, I think children should not be learning. It's not even learning. They're being hijacked, aren't they? This is not proper education. They are having their ideologies hijacked at a young age. And this is where I think that minority interest debate has gone so far over to the extreme that we're allowing our educational establishments to be infected by this peculiar way of thinking. And I think it needs to be stamped on, incredibly hard.